Hey, it's Dr. DeCubellis here. Something we've been seeing a lot about in the news is Tesla and their driverless cars. Now, the problem is that the DOJ is now investigating them to find out whether the claims they made about the cars actually being able to drive were true, or were there other issues. There's been at least 35 accidents that were caused from the driverless cars. So now we start to really have to ask ourselves some hard questions, because we have to look at this big picture. If you are in the driverless car and you hit someone else, who's liable? Are you liable even though you weren't technically driving the car? Is Tesla going to be liable? But really, let's say there's someone injured in this accident. Are you the one who is in the car even though you weren't driving? Is your auto insurance going to cover you? Is it going to cover the damage to the car, your car, their car? Is it going to cover the bills at the ER or any kind of therapy they might need or surgery? Is it going to cover that? Because health insurance typically doesn't cover when you get into a car accident. So now we have a car crash that's caused by a driverless car. Who's going to cover this? So these are really, really important things that we have to get figured out, because what you don't want is to have your Tesla driving, have it on this feature of driverless car, it gets into an accident with someone else's car, and then now your insurance isn't going to pay for any of those damages, isn't going to pay for their medical treatment, isn't going to pay for your own medical treatment. And really, I think insurance companies are going to start coming out about really how this is going to work and how it's going to impact you. Might be that they charge a higher premium for Tesla owners. I have no idea what's going to happen. Right now, it's as clear as mud. The DOJ is still performing their investigation. I think once we see where that goes is where all the other dominoes are going to fall. But right now, if you have a Tesla and you have that feature, I'd be very careful about using it, because you don't want to get stuck to where you're not covered by your own insurance.